Hello and thanks for joining me for some more of The Last Caretaker, where we are currently sitting just outside of the Black Vein station. That's it over there. It is up here on the map, so it's pretty much straight up from Sanctuary, or from Sanctuary Dock 37, the starting Sanctuary. And we're going to try and get in there today. It does get very stormy around here. In fact, speak of the devil, here comes a storm now that's going to kill the visibility. Anyway, let's get in a little bit closer. Not going to get in too close straight away. We'll try and we want to take out, there's a bunch of mines there that we want to take out first. And there's also quite a few enemies that I want to take out, but what I might actually do... I think I'm just going to drop anchor here for a minute. And I think I'm going to wait out this storm. So you can see a lot clearer through the window. But we can't shoot through our windows. When I come out here, I can't see shit. So let's just see if it's going to pass over or not. Too bad. Let's get started on a couple of the mines. Let's take some of those out. See how choppy the water is. Which is why I wanted to get my ship all ready for this before we came. So I want to check out the last episode to see how this ship is set up for with a 30,000 litre capacity of diesel. Keeps bumping under the water, and these crosshairs are off, by the way. Wondering why you can't ever hit anything with this. You want to aim at the top of the top line with that crosshair, not in the middle of it. All right, now there might be another mine or two on the other side. See that lump? There's a lump sticking out there. That's one of them octopus things. We'll have a go at trying to get him off from here. And that released a few bugs which are going to come over and swarm us over here. Try and get the rest of it before it respawns. Just exploded there. Okay, looks like the bugs are falling in the water. Alright, we got two more big ones over here. There's one on the bottom. There's one on the top. I have managed to completely destroy them from out here before, but it's not always gonna work. And it does release these big swarms that are gonna come down. And there goes my frames. Look at all these bugs coming. I'll take out a few of them before they get here. I don't know if we'll get them all. There might be one or two stragglers that manage to get up to us. Yeah, maybe not. Alright. I think the bottom one there is destroyed. I don't know about the top one. It doesn't look like it's respawned, so it might be okay. I'll swing the boat around. You don't want to just go straight up to that yellow dock straight away either. Unless you want to have your boat covered in pink slime. Okay, see if I can get that mine. I don't know if I can get it from here. Yep, here comes a bug. Alright, there's a swarm circling up there. Oh wait. Let's see if we can aggro that swarm down here. Or better still, knock them out. Another one up there. Why not plugged in? Not plugged in. Let's just plug in. Get that swarm, or can we just not see it from down here? So let's get back up here where we can see. Oh, we do have some visitors coming. Just one. Alright. Let's have a look here. Alright, looks, oops, looks half decent, so it's definitely not all the enemies there. It might be a little bit less of a shit fight to get in there now. Around here, drop anchor here. Let's just hop over here. Oops, so it's stuck. Alright, Just going to check this platform, see if there's any slime over here. Yeah, it was, but not anymore. It is possible that when one of the mines blew up, it could have taken them out. There's definitely going to be more slime though. Alright. That's fine. What we'll do... How much crap am I carrying? Not too much, but we'll offload it anyway. Chuck that in there. Let's chuck that in there. Pick up a couple of supplies down here. I've got to go up a ladder, so can't carry this whole crate. But we'll take enough stuff to make one solar panel and one battery. Couple of connectors, extenders. Is that going to put us overweight? Not quite. Alright, our health's not bad, but we may as well top it right up while we're here. And I suppose tiny top up there. Okay. Let's get in there. Hey. Oh, crap. Alright. I can hear more of them. Okay. Ignore most of the stuff in here for the moment. Let's try and get at least some power going. Oops. Grab hold of the door. Alright. We want these guys. We want that bio dark. We need that. So we are pretty low on calcium for our food production. And that's where we get that from. Alright. Now we've got a shitload of bubblegum to take care of. Oops. Bit close there. No, there's more. There'll be more down there. Dark ones as well. But we'll deal with them a bit later. Let's take care of this first. Bunch of slime over here. Up there, up the walls. Bloody angels in the way. Don't want to aggro them just yet. Alright. Looks half decent. There's probably some up here maybe. definitely some over there. A very aggressive bubblegum. Find short bursts with the flamer pistol seem to be most effective. Go away. Alright, we got a swarm of those fly thingies up there. More bubblegum here. Hey, did that knock out all them flies, or did they just might have taken them all out. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna put up a solar panel about here to get us started. And one of these cable connectors. Yep, there. Let's hook that up. Here. I'm carrying too many cables for this to work out the way I want it to. Right, let's hop down here. Going to pop a battery in this corner to get us started. Yep, there. Let's split those. Alright, so 5 cables on me. So with just 5, we should be able to bungee onto that ledge. Oops, don't fall down. Okay, let's connect up, hop down. That's... Alright. That didn't really go the way I wanted it to. Lucky that didn't take me out. I did use up all my, must have left my cables hanging there though. So I'll get up there and try that again. Charged up. May as well fill up our petrol while we're at it. Go in with a full tank. Hook it back up to our flamer pistol. May as well drop off extra carry weight we don't need to be carrying. Where are we? Yeah. Alright, try that again. Alright, so back up through here. Yeah, there's our cable hanging there. I don't know if I can grab it from here. Can. Let's just see. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Alright, we can plug that in there. There you go. Alright. So for now we're just gonna grab that, bring it across here. Let's repair that. Flick the switch. And of course we've got nothing because it's night time. Okay. There's a few things we can get here. Just going to clear out. Oh, there we go with the lights. Alright. I'm just going to clear out a few things here. We've got some memories in here. Got a healing station in here. Some bits and pieces. Yeah, this has got one of them number 3s on it that was back at the first navigation beacon. Couldn't get in there because the 3 was red, but now that that's green, yeah, I don't know what actually triggers that. Is that like if you've unlocked 3 navigation systems? But we can open that, so we might be able to go back and open that one now. And turn this light on, and we can open this up. That goes back down into the ocean. May as well grab this guy. Yeah, this has got some good stuff on it. Alright, so I'm not going to dismantle everything. I'm just going to clear out this space. This is going to be my battery room. If I can get enough frames going. Alright. What I'll do, shut that light off. We don't need it. So we should now be able to use the elevator. Just pick up all this crap off the floor. And I think there's a bunch of junk up here sometimes. Okay. Let's cruise down here. And I'll drop off my stuff. This thing fills up pretty quick around here as well. Just sitting in the water, not actually moving. So we may as well pick it up. Let's toss this in here. Chuck all that in there. We've got some memories as well, so we'll put them away. We've got a bug somewhere. Where are you? Where did that come from? Well, I don't know where that came from. So let's chuck these in here. Don't know if I'll use these grenades. Maybe I will. Alright, pop that away. Let's move the boat. Should be able to dock it in there nicely now. We've still got bugs. Up here. All right. Let's cruise up. And plug into the moorings. Yeah, I definitely don't trust these moorings. Especially with like how turbulent it gets. I hear you. Oh, we got slime as well. Alright. I'm gonna pull up the anchor. Just gonna let that mooring pull us in properly. And then I'll drop the anchor again. Away. Let's okay. See now the moorings have come undone. Hopefully our anchor will keep us in there. Alright, so we have our dockside crate. If you've been watching the series, you'll know what the dockside crate's all about. We want some solar panels. Whoops. Pop that away for a minute. And we want some batteries. Let's see. We probably want some cables. Have any? Quite a few. Grab all of them. That's fine. Let's take these up. We've got proximity off. Let's turn that on. Same with that one. Yeah, we may as well do the same with that one. Make sure access to all the stuff in there. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Let's put up some more solar panels up here. One. 2. 3. 4. And we'll pop one in the middle. Okay. Down a cable connector here. I might just chuck a battery in this corner. I'm gonna set up a battery bank elsewhere, but may as well have some charge coming in while we do that. Come on. Right, plug in. This one is here. This one here. Pop down another extender here. That can plug in there. That one there. This one over here. One of these here. Yeah, we'll run this across this way. Let's see how far we can get with that. Alright, let's pop that there. And yeah, maybe about here, out of range of our box of stuff. Let's just grab all this stuff. this stuff. And this one. Plug in there. Yeah, that's where our battery bank is there. Maybe let's undo that one. Pop it there. Run this one over here, I guess. Plug that in there. Try not to jump over the edge. Alright, that should do that. Let's see. Let's get that out of the way. Get all this out of the way. And we'll start building a bit of a battery bank in here. One, two, three there. Alright, let's pop in a connector here, over here, out there. You can put that away. Alright, moment. Plug in there. Plug that in up there. Let's get these connected up. Grab that one and run it across here. That one up there. That one up there. That one can go in here. Okay. So this is all now hooked up to solar panels on the helipad. Alright. Got our boxes here. They should be in range of that roof up there. So we'll pop some more up there. And there's something in that room that somehow seems to be able to get us through the ceiling. Let's get rid of this. Guess we'll pop a solar panel up here. It's probably going to get shaded out by the tower there at some point during the day. This thing here is going to block sunlight as well. One in this corner. Let's get some of this crap out the way. Alright. This one can plug in here. Let's pop that one in there. Let's see. Maybe if we get enough frames, we can pop one of these, I suppose, over here. There's things in all directions, no matter where you put something that's going to be blocking light at some stage. That up there. Let's run this one across to here. Alright, that one we don't have enough parts on us for. Stormy weather again. Alright, we should be able to jump down here okay. Got ourselves a bit of a charge. May as well top up our health a little bit while we're here. Alright, so what do we got here? Grab that. And chuck that in there for now. Let's just rename that one Scraps. That as well, that can go back to the elevator. Okay, looks like we've got some leeches. Let's grab this one. And this one. And this one. Let's make sure it's not hanging over the edge. Up we go. Alright, so let's pop this one over this side. Let's make sure that didn't get unplugged. It did. We can get in there, but I'm leaving that for now. I want to get our power fully operational. It's number one priority. This one, come over and sit just about here for the moment. Make sure we turn our proximity on. Alright, let's grab this cable, run it across the bridge. As far as we can get. Is that all the cables we've got? That is all the cables we've got. Okay, I'm sure we've got more in our box. We've got some in here. Plenty in there. Some in there. Some in there. Alright. Try again. We need to go this way. Run this across here. It's about as far as we can go without a connector. And misjudged that one a bit. Alright, let's try there. I think maybe we'll just put one up here, I guess. Clear all this crap off. I could just toss it out of the way. Okay, so I think we'll start off over here. Guess we'll put one on this corner. I guess we'll put one in the middle there. And maybe one over this side. Let's pop in another connector over here. Pop that away. Let's hook that up there. Hook that into there. Plug that in there. And this one. Alright, so I don't know, they're probably not optimized the best, but it should probably be enough. So okay. Probably go and clear out the rest of the enemies down there before we just jump down. Where's those stairs? Over here. Alright, just going to flick the light switch in here. And looks pretty clear in here already. I yeah, I hear him. There he is. I don't know if I can reach him up there though. Alright. Or here. Okay, we should be in range of our dockside box. So we can fix this up. This is the oil pump. Now let's see. The cable is up there. So let's just hook in here and jump down with that. Of course, we don't have enough cables to reach. Let's see. Bunch of stuff down here. Might as well grab that while we're here. Put your hose away. Stuff, and I guess we'll dismantle that while we're here. May as well jump on here again. Okay, let's get down to the boat. There is still one of them bugs flying around. I can hear it. Right. I'm glad I took them diesel tanks off of there. Because you get those slimes stuck in there, it can be a pain in the butt. Alright, let's pop that shit in there. I guess we can turn that on. I might just check the net. Yeah, look, that's full already, just from sitting here. Will you go away? Come on. Hope to get a bit more of that bio dark. Maybe I should have gone down and manually cleared those dark slimes. Alright, I guess we can clean those out later. Let's chuck the rest of that in there. Let's chuck the copper in there. That's glass. Got some iron. Let's make up a bunch of cables. I'm gonna need fuel hoses too. Let's see what we've got over here. Plenty. Grab all those. We're not gonna craft while we've got our weapon out. That and go in there. Okay, so I'm going to put one of these down here and still got the occasional bug flying around. Must be stuck in some of the workings. We're going to pop that there for later. Alright, this elevator come down or what? Let's get back up there. I guess we may as well carry this over. Quite ready for it just yet. Still hear bubblegum squelching around. What I will do, get that one draining into there. Okay, let's try this again. Oh my god. Alright. Let me see. Let's pop in a connector. Over here will do. Plug that in there. Plug that in there. Now. Alright. Let's pop in another one of these. Over here. One up there. I guess we don't need that one. Okay, I'm just going to run this into the corner there. And that one up there. That one. That one in there. Alright, yeah, we need fuel line. Let's see. Alright, I still hear slime. I hear him squelching around somewhere. Alright. Okay. Don't see him. Let's find our box. So this is full of materials for oil tanks. It's probably more than enough hoses. I suppose we can turn that on, that's fine. Alright, so let's start popping in a few of these over here. About there. And another one up here. Alright. Pop one here. And up here. Let's plug that in there. Let's see. How many more parts? Yeah, that's empty. Alright, let's grab that. Let's drain this one. Here. Let's grab that. Put that in there. This one can come down and hook in here. Let's take this one down. That should let us put in another one down here. That'll do. This one's empty now. We could have just left these there, I suppose, but rather put them all together. So, one there. one up here. Yeah, we'll wait for that to finish off. It's taking a little while. All right. Let's see. Okay, so this line here, we are going to. I don't really want it running across the top of the ladder. Let's pop that there. Plug it in there. Hear that slime? Is he? There he is. Right. Now I don't hear him. Okay. Let's jump down here. Alright. So let's pop in one of these. I mean, I guess over here is fine anywhere. Where's the plug here? It's right there. Alright, I think I'll run it around the wall. Keep it nice and neat. Probably about there to there. That one in there. Let's run this across to here. To here. And that one can go up there. We can run one down along here. And plug into there. Okay, so they're plugged into the tanks up there. How much visibility do we have? Pretty dark there for the moment. Alright, but what I'm going to do, let's put in a power connector. Maybe we'll put it here. Then a fuel connector over here. Whoops, no. Fuel extender up there. Put your hose away, dude. Alright. Okay. Pop in another power connector here. Yeah, about there should do it. And another fuel one over here. Should be fine. Let's run this one around, plug it in there. Run this one around. Plug it in up there. Right, so these two are both plugged in. Alright. That one. It's almost missed. Plug that in there. Fuel. That in there. This one. It's down here. We'll head towards the water so we don't kill ourselves. Alright. So. Plug that in there. Alright, let's bring this across and let's just hook into the boat for now. Let's go and turn on the wind. It's half full already. Wow, my health is almost stuffed. Notice that. Let's grab some juice. Okay, have this connected. Let's connect that up. Alright, well, I guess we'll get back up there. Bring that fuel line down. Might wait until daylight before we kick it all in. Give our batteries a little bit of a chance to get some charge up, though they're not looking too bad. Let's have a look over here. Oh, we've still got a whole crate of battery stuff. Let's get them done. Plug that back in. So, been watching a series a couple of videos ago. I did show you a way to get around that issue when you can't pick up a heavy box. But I'm not going too far with it. So I'm not too fussed about it. Okay, do have the access. Let's just grab those in case I need a couple of connectors. Okay, sun is coming up. Don't need that on anymore. Let's get some more batteries going in here. So that oil pump will chug a bit of power. We are feeding power in from the boat at the moment. Let's try that one again. Be problematic. There. And that'll probably do it. Plug in there. Give me that, please. Get up there. Yeah, we don't have enough stuff for that one. That's fine. That should be enough batteries, I think. Alright, so a steady stream coming up from the boat. Fill those up. Let's go and chuck this on the elevator. Just chuck it straight down on the boat. Where's the boat? Oh, it's fine. Take it down the elevator. We patched up our crap, so we don't need this one here anymore. I'm not setting up a distillery here. We've got one set up on the ship. And the reason I'm not setting up a distillery here is because every time I've tried, every time if I go away and I come back, or I save and I log out, log back in, all my fuel lines on the distillery are always disconnected when I come back here. And so it doesn't produce anything unless I'm actually here. So I'm just going to pump oil with it, and we'll do our distilling on the ship. So we've still got a bunch of stuff to loot here. There's some more enemies. Most of them are fine at the moment because they're in locked rooms. Too much hassle for us. Alright, let's take these down. I'll be careful doing that sometimes. I've accidentally tossed them over the other side into the water. That'll do. Yeah, this one's a heavy one. I'm not gonna lost that one. Maybe a little bit. Oops. And chuck that on there. That one go over the edge. Did. Good luck getting that back. It's empty. There we go. Okay, so we've got to hook up our fuel line coming down here. Go have a check on how well the batteries are charging. Should be getting pretty decent. Alright, they're about halfway done. So, what I might do, I might start just clearing up a few things. I'll wait for these batteries to get a full charge. Once they're fully charged, I will come back to you. So I'm just going to pause the recording for a little while and I'll come back in a moment. Alright, so I've given these a bit of time to charge up. Just been running around the station and just picking up loose bits and pieces. I haven't been in those rooms up there yet. Went into this one. Just been doing a bit of scrapping while I've been letting those charge up. So I think, yeah, they're fully charged. I think we'll go down and switch it on. So connect it up. Right. Now, I guess we don't need a light on in here. That'll be less power that it uses. So we'll hop down here. Pop around here and let's flip the switch. And now the oil starts pumping. Up through here into these tanks. It's all on equalize. So this one over here, we are going to grab that. Just going to hop over this way. Probably got too much cable. There we go. Alright. Put that into there. Put that going one way. That is pumping that into our oil tanks. We have one here. And we've got a ton under the ship. About 6 or so under the ship, I think. Alright, so what I might do, let's just see. So that's definitely going one way, coming in here. Might be a bit dark. Let's have a quick look under here. Yep, they're all filling up fine. It's going to take them a while to be full, but they are working. So what I might do, and I probably should have waited till daytime to start that up. Let's go and let's have a quick look at, see how quickly that's chewing up power. Currently got all the power going one way off the boat. It's not draining us completely. Let's go have a look. Go have a quick check and give these a chance to fill up a bit, and then I might start the distillery. That's kept pretty full. Once we take the boat, it might be a different story. At least at night time. Alright, but so far so good. Now, they're not filling up because the hose splits over here. And it's all going one-way priority out to the tanks on the boat rather than fill those ones up. And it'll fill those ones up when we're not here, or at least that's the plan. So this is chugging in about 60 kilowatts. So she chugs a bit. Rather dark down there. Some leeches. And some major frame loss down here. Alright, let's get up here. So let's see. Yeah, we're filling them up. They are equalising. So I reckon let's flip the switch. Yeah, I'm not sure about the angle of this as to whether it's gonna spit out the plastic properly, or whether it's gonna get stuck in there. We'll see. And now we've got all the diesel and the petrol flowing out. Everything runs through the same cable. It's magic. Still got oil flowing into the tank. And it seems to be filling up more than it's draining out. So yeah, we might be okay. Let's just, yeah, it looks like what do we get? 2 plastic. Looks like the plastic might get stuck in there. I don't know if that's going to be a problem and if that's going to stop it from working. So we may need to adjust this, maybe spin it around a little bit. But let's check on our diesel over here. Yep, so we're filling those up. We've got enough tanks down below to do 30,000 litres, including this tank. So the 557 litres is really closer to, well, I don't know, I don't do math, but anyway, chuck an extra 0 or something on there and should be fine. Yeah, we've got 2 petrol tanks down there as well. Also got a petrol tank up here. The petrol does fill up a lot slower. Generally it does a bit of a ratio. I think it's about that's power. Yeah. It does a ratio of like 10 to 1. 10 being the diesel, 1 being the petrol. Sun's coming out, which is going to bring power back. How is our power holding up? We're still pumping power out to the station as well. So that chugged up about half of our power. Yeah, it is still pumping out. And it's not showing any plastic up there. Oh, there we go. See how the core comes up? Means there is plastic in there. So I guess the test is to leave it running for a while and see if that gets blocked up. But now we have our own fuel supply. I'm probably gonna just wait around here and let these tanks fill up. But that is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.